Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for Ariel Video's first foray into 2025. Bunch of announcements here, some big titles, including two from my letterbox 4. You know, the 4 favourites that you have on there. A couple of titles that I don't really know too much about either, which I'm kind of interested in getting into. So let's just dive into those straight away. So first up, we have Rampo Noir. 4 filmmakers from completely different backgrounds bring their radically personal takes of the stories of Japan's celebrated master of the macabre. Produced by the same team behind Ichi the Killer and Uzumaki, and featuring a cast of some of Japan's top stars, Rampo Noir is a stylistic tour de force that vividly evokes the erotic, grotesque worlds created by Japanese pioneer proponent of horror and mystery fiction. So we've got 4 stories in this. I won't go through them all just now. It's an anthology movie, which I do kind of like. It's an HD Blu-ray. We've got the lossless Japanese stereo, new English translated subtitles. We've got a new audio commentary by film experts Jasper Sharp and Alexander Zalkin. Another World, a new interview with Shiguro Takuchi, director of Mars Canal. A Moving Transformation, a new interview with Hisashiyu's Sato, director of Caterpillar. Butterfly Queen, interview with Atsushi Kaneko, manga artist and director of Crawling Bugs. Hall of Mirrors, new interview with cinematographer Masao Nakamura about working with Akiho Jishoze and Mirror Hell. The Butterfly Effect, new interview with Akiko Ashizawa, the cinematographer of Caterpillar. Looking in the Mirror, new interview with Yumi Yoshiyuki about Mirror Hell. Archival stage greeting footage. Crossing the Lens, feature-length making-of documentary. Image gallery and reversible sleeve. This is something I'd like to see. I won't rush out and buy straight away. If it turns up in Arrow Video channel, I will probably watch it there. Next up, we have William Shatner in Incubus, and this is a 4K. Evil has never been so seductive. It's often said that the films about the devil are cursed with bad luck, but Leslie Stevens' Incubus might be the most cursed of them all. By the time it premiered in 1966, 2 of its stars had tragically taken their own lives. The eccentric director's insistence on filming in the obscure Esperanto language ensured it failed to receive any distribution, and it was nearly lost forever when the original elements were believed to be lost in a fire. Decades passed until it was finally saved and unveiled to the public in all its unholy glory. Wounded in battle, soldier Mark ventures into the remote village of Nomen Tuum to find a well where the waters are said to be blessed with healing powers. Little does he suspect that the inhabitants of Nomen Tuum are demonic seductresses who entice interlopers and lead them to damnation, and one such succubi, has her sights on Mark as an eclipse shrouds the sun and darkness falls over the village. Mark and Kia's relationship become more passionate. Will his soul survive? Now restored in 4K from the last known surviving 35mm print. You've got new restoration is presented in Dolby Vision HDR10. We've got the lossless Esperanto mono audio, English subtitles, optional Esperanto subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, new commentary. We have an archival commentary with Shatner. We have another archival commentary with the producer, cinematographer, and camera operator. Alternate 1:7:1 presentation. Words of Worlds, Incubus, and Esperanto in Cinema. International Lingvo, History of Esperanto. Interview with filmmakers of Incubus, video trailer, reversible sleeve, and collector's booklet. And this sounds wild. This could easily be completely awful, or it could be something that's really interesting. I want more information on this before I even consider watching it. It is also out on a Blu-ray as well. Next up, we have the Cell Limited Edition Blu-ray. When serial murderer Carol Starger falls into a coma with his latest victim still trapped in an unknown location and waiting to die, the FBI turned to psychologist Catherine Dean for help. Using an experimental technology, she enters the dark dreamscape of Starger's mind, attempting to learn his secrets before it's too late. But his unconscious is a twisted nightmare, a labyrinth that threatens to trap her inside his terrifying world forever. To save a life, she may have to risk her own. So we've got here a brand new 4K restoration of both the 107-minute theatrical cut and the 109-minute director's cut by Arrow Films. It includes a bonus disc containing previously unseen version of the film with alternate aspect ratio and alternate grading, original lossless 5.1 audio, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, collector's booklet and limited edition packaging, and there are a bunch of extras I won't get into just now. Now, I remember when The Cell came out, it was one of those movies I was really interested in. I went to see, I just couldn't connect to it at all. It's been long enough that it would be something that'd be interesting in revisiting, but there's almost a lingering bad taste from this one where I don't think it was great. And I wonder if that was old me who saw this 20 years ago. And maybe it is ripe for reappraisal. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. We have The Usual Suspects limited edition 4K. I love this film. This is one of my 4 favourites on Letterboxd. Fantastic. After a brutal massacre on a cargo ship off the coast of LA leaves 27 men dead, Special Agent Dave Cujon interrogates one of only 2 survivors, small-time con artist Verbal Kint. During an interview, Kint tells Cujon of how he was recruited by the fearsome crime lord Kaiser Soze to commit a series of daring heists with 4 other crooked misfits: Dean Keating, Mike McManus, Fred Fenster, and Todd Hockey. But as Kint's accounts of the events leading up to the massacre becomes more convoluted, Cujon becomes increasingly sceptical and determines to discover the identity of the elusive Kaiser Soze. You get a 4K restoration from the original negative. It's HDR10 compatible, lossless 5.1 and 2.0, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, audio commentary with director and writer, audio commentary with the composer, The Devil's in the Details, archival interview with John Ottman, Roundup, Deposing the Usual Suspects, a 2-part feature delving into the creation and production of Usual Suspects, Kaiser Soze, Lie or Legend, an archival feature, Heist in Cannes with the Usual Suspects, Introducing Usual Suspects, EPK featurette, Deleted Scenes with John Ottman, Gag Reel, Interview Outtakes, International Trailer, US Trailer, TV spots, reversible sleeve, collector's booklet, double-sided fold-out poster, and this is something I need to get. I love this film. I will happily splurge on the 4K for this as soon as it comes out, and it's also available in Blu-ray as well. Next up, on 4K again, is The Gift, Sam Raimi's The Gift, which is a pretty terrific film. In rural Georgia, recently widowed psychic Annie Wilson works as a tarot reader to support her young family. When she's introduced to her son's affable school principal and his socialite fiancé, Annie has a grisly premonition of things yet to come. After her violent vision comes true, all eyes turn to Annie, leaving her with no choice but to use her clairvoyant abilities to find the culprit herself. Could it be the abusive husband, one of Annie's regular clients, or the nervy mechanic whose yearning masks an uncontrollable rage? And is it another terrible secret hiding in plain sight? We have a new 4K remaster from the 35mm interpositive by Arrow Films and Shout Factory. It is HDR10 compatible. We've got 5.1 surround sound and optional lossless stereo, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, brand new commentary by Alexander Heller Nicholas and Josh Nelson, brand new commentary by Megan Navarro, isolated music and effects track, Haunting Visions, a new filmed interview with Chelsea Ross. Savage Waters, a new filmed interview with editors Bob Moravsky and Arthur Coburn. Southern Gothic, a new interview with composer. 4 archival featurettes, promotional interviews, footage for the film's world premiere, music video, theatrical trailer, reversible sleeve, and collector's booklet. I like The Gift a lot, and it's nice to see it get a fancy release. This is one that I would normally jump on if I hadn't got the imprint release like a year or two ago. I will probably, possibly, further down the line, may pick this up in a sale. Again, it comes in a Blu-ray. And finally, for this month, we have the second film in my letterbox for favourites, Inglourious Basterds, limited edition 4K. Narrowly escaping the massacre of her entire family by the SS, Shoshana Dreyfus flees to Paris and forages a new identity as the owner and operator of a cinema. Meanwhile, a guerrilla band of Jewish American soldiers known as the Bastards, led by Lieutenant Aldo Rain, are waging a bloody war of attrition behind enemy lines. But Europe remains beneath Nazi boot heels. Believing themselves unstoppable, the leaders of the Third Reich assemble in Paris for the premiere of propaganda epic Nation's Pride. The location? Shoshana Cinema. With all the rotten eggs in one basket, the Bastards join forces with British Commandant Lieutenant Archie Hickox and German film star undercover agent Bridget von Hammerschmidt to infiltrate the premiere, and their plan? Blow up the basket. A 2-disc 4K HD limited edition content, so we have Operation Kino packaging with new art, 60-page film and filmmakers collector's booklet, double-sided poster, replica of Nation's Pride premiere programme booklet, La Louisiana beer mat, 3 postcard-sized double-sized art cards, strudel recipe card, reversible sleeve with new and original artwork. So, disc 1, we have the feature, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and brand new audio commentary with Tim Lucas. And disc 2 has the Blu-ray and just the extras. Man, could they not have thrown the film on there in Blu-ray as well? Although I already have it in Blu-ray, I would have liked it on here. A bunch of extras there that just look pretty good. Yeah, it's a little bit on the pricey side, £30, but it's Inglourious Basterds. So it's probably something that I am going to pick up. And if you've ordered before, if you use the code ManVFilm, you'll get 10% off, which is definitely something I'll be doing if I'm ordering this. And I will be ordering Usual Suspects. I'll be saving myself 10% using my own code. Yeah. Let's have a look at January 2025. So we've got The Usual Suspects on 4K and Blu-ray. Absolutely terrific release. I can't wait to see that again for the whatever time I've seen it. The Gift, 4K and Blu-ray. Pretty great release. The Cell on 4K and the Blu-ray. Again, I'm torn on that one. It may be something I revisit at some point. Incubus, I'm waiting for people to start to review that one to find out more about it. Rampo Noir sounds interesting, but you know, I'm not in a rush to get that. And Inglourious Basterds, which of course I just have to get it. It's a compulsion. It's something I need to get. What do you fancy from these releases? I think it's a pretty good month. There's some interesting films there, some unknown and some big titles, and it's going to be a hard choice. It really is. So my picks: Usual Suspects, Inglourious Basterds. What, if anything, are you getting? What do you think of these announcements? Prices, packaging, extras, films. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this announcement. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.